The worst pain I've ever felt. M20 here. I invested 2 years of my life into a relationship with someone I was convinced would one day be my wife. 2 years was such a long time for me, literally 10% of my life, as my previous longest relationship lasted only 6 months. If the relationship lasted so long, I thought that was a sure sign it would last forever. And yet it all came crashing down when she decided to start dating some other guy for months and not even tell me. The warning signs were there, but I didn't want to listen to them. The system was blinking red, and I chose to ignore it, because ignorance is bliss. Her cheating on me. That couldn't possibly be right, I thought. She loves me. She knows firsthand the pain of getting cheated on, so there's no way she would ever think of doing such a thing to me. She wouldn't want to give that pain to someone else. I was wrong. Words can't describe the feeling I had when I found out. She didn't tell me, and I didn't go looking for an answer. I found out completely by accident. I don't want to explain how, so please don't ask. I felt myself get gutted, my heart sink into my chest and rip into a billion little pieces. How could she do this to me? The same girl who had meltdowns if I even talked to another girl, had been dating another guy for months. How could she? I'd been cheated on before, but this was a much different scale. The other girl at least flat out told me. What that girl did to me was nothing compared to this. It's been just over a month since that day, and I'm still a wreck. My self-confidence. Gone. I'm not good enough for girls to like, which is why they always cheat on me and leave me. That must be it, right? He treats me better. That must mean I'm a bad person. I'm a terrible person, and that's why she cheated on me. This is all my fault. I thought I treated her like a queen, and she did and said some extremely horrible things to me during our time together, such as constantly accusing me of cheating, for no reason at all, but I must be mistaken. It's my fault. My mind has gone to bad places all because of this disaster, and everything reminds me of her and what she did to me. All those photos I took with her. She was cheating, thinking of some other guy. All those happy memories. Tainted. I don't even know if I have it in me to trust anyone with my heart ever again. I'm tired of it being destroyed. Sorry if too long, but I had to get this off my chest. Bye. Redditor's reactions, story 2 after. Redditor 1, she had meltdowns when you talked to other girls because she was cheating and was worried you'd start cheating as well. Class projection. You are not a terrible person, but you need to work on your self-confidence. Hit the gym, eat better, drink plenty of water and work on making money. Don't chase girls. Once you're looking and feeling better, they'll start approaching you. Redditor 2, the only acts you'll ever really regret years from now are decisions which deviate from your internal moral compass. What she did really won't matter to you. What you do will fill you with pride or shame. Don't add to your bank of regrets. Do what you know is right. Build a better life for yourself, and maybe the next one won't be Craven Slope, but even if that one turns out that way too, you'll still be left with a better life that you built. Redditor 3, she had meltdowns and accused you. Classic projection. The same happened to me when I was cheated on. I was the paranoid one and must be up to something. Being cheated on and losing a relationship definitely has a grieving process. Everything she did had to do with her. And her issues. Sounds like she lacked self-confidence. And threw a good thing away for heat of the moment attention. It gets better. You will realize there is better out there. Recovery and update. This is an update to my previous post. If you didn't read that one, I'll give an abridged version. I'm an M20 who found out his girlfriend of 2 years had another boyfriend for at least a few months, and needless to say, I did not take the news well at all. I'll spare you those details, but my mental state was at the absolute lowest it has ever been in my entire life, which, if you knew me personally, would say a lot. Anyways, a lot has happened since my previous post, and I just felt like giving an update. To make a very, very long story short, my ex kept going out of her way to contact me so that she could manipulate and gaslight me some more. She confessed to me that she was being mistreated by the guy she claimed treated her better with proof, which I won't go into the details of. Basically, he was doing everything to her that she had done to me: manipulation, accusations of cheating, and the like. She told me that she wanted me again, and as a result of all her manipulation, I believed it. Then, just a few days later, she told me she was lying because she was scared I would hurt myself. As you can probably guess, that hurt a lot. The amount of pain and torment that one person has put me through is absolutely unfathomable. She then cut all contact with me because she wanted to be loyal to the guy she was being mistreated by, though some of the things she said to me, even after her cheating came to light, were anything but loyal to him. I was then in the blackest darkness of my life, and I saw no way out. But then something unthinkable happened. I met someone new. Someone much nicer and who actually treats me like a human being instead of a toy. Nothing has been made official between us yet, but regardless, things seem a lot brighter now than they did a few weeks ago, and I actually feel happy. I genuinely forgot what it was like to be treated well. I really like her. But the road to recovery is still quite rocky, and I'm still not perfect. But I'm learning to be okay with that. Thank you to everyone who commented and left advice on my previous post, it genuinely meant the world. And to anyone else in this community going through a similar struggle, you've got this. There really is light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you. The worst pain I've ever felt update 2. Hello again. This is my second update to the worst pain I've ever felt, which was my first post in this subreddit. To give an abridged version once again, I am an M20 who found out that his girlfriend of 2 years had been dating another guy for a few months, and finding out such a thing destroyed me, for lack of a better word. But in my last post, I was doing better. Don't worry, because I still am doing better, but some more stuff happened between my last post and now that I just wanted to get off my chest. As mentioned previously, I've met someone new. She isn't my girlfriend and things between us have kind of slowed down a bit due to life and all that, but I am still interested in her. As such, any interest in my ex, I'll give her the fake name of Juliet for convenience, was gone. Even if I didn't have the new girl in my life, I knew Juliet wasn't above cheating and abuse, as even before she cheated, my family and friends were all screaming at me that her behavior towards me was abusive, and that there was something seriously wrong with her in the brain. I ignored all their warnings, telling myself that our love would overcome all those problems and she would change her ways once she got better. I chose to believe in her, and you know how that ended. So yeah, I didn't want to be with Juliet anymore, and had no more interest in trying to win her back or any of that, even though I could tell that she really wanted me to. But she still confided in me that the guy she cheated on me with, I'll give him the fake name of Ian, was treating her poorly, and she rescinded her claims that he treated her better than I did. Her confessions got darker and darker until she eventually told me that his treatment of her and her guilt over what she did to me made her try to unalive herself, to put it lightly. Despite everything, I was still worried for her safety, so I tried to talk her out of doing it again, and it seemed to work. During the same time, Ian, being insecure over me, began behavior that can only be described as stalking, cyberstalking, to be precise. He would keep tabs on any Discord servers he knew I was in, obsessively watch over my Instagram, and any other social media profiles of mine to see what I was doing, found all my and my sister's information, which he then used to contact her. I don't wish to discuss what he said to her, so please don't ask. He had what seemed like dozens of alts, so blocking him and getting rid of him was difficult. If I blocked one of his accounts, 2 more would show up in their place. Juliet was the same way, as it's not uncommon for her to join Discord servers I'm in using alts and pretend to be someone else to try and get close to me. I can always tell when it's her. Despite having blocked her before, she always found a way to circumvent it, and when she brought up wanting to unalive herself, I caved in and tried to stop it, on the off chance that she was actually being serious, even though I know that every word out of her mouth is nothing more than a lie. Being with her for 2 years, I knew that she had a history of suicidal thinking and mental illness, so I got scared. She also has a history of stalking me as well, and when I blocked her on Instagram, 4 accounts unfollowed me at the same time. Instagram has a thing where you can block someone's account and any more accounts they may have or create, so I do believe that those 4 accounts that unfollowed me all at the same time were her alts as well, that she probably made follow my account to keep tabs on me. I was never really restrictive with who follows me, despite my account being private, but I definitely will be now. A while ago I was feeling down and depressed, and I came to realize that the only times in the past little while that I felt at peace were when Juliet was not in my life anymore. I realized that I was tired of being a puppet and that I had lost all respect for myself ever since this situation began, so I finally decided that enough was enough. I sent her a message on all accounts that I knew were connected to her, calling her out for being a manipulative and abusive cheater, and telling her that she and Ian deserved each other, because they were both psychotic, manipulative, abusive liars. I demanded her to cease all communication with me at once, stop making fake accounts to try and reach out to me, and to stop stalking me. I warned her that a restraining order might be in her future if she continues to try and contact me. I'm no lawyer, so I don't know the process of getting one, but I am tired of being stalked by my abusive ex-girlfriend and the man she cheated on me with, so I will definitely read into it if the situation calls for it. After that, I blocked her on all her new accounts that she made since the last update. I'm truly finished with her manipulation and stalking, and I'm just hoping that she respects my wishes and never attempts to contact me again. The Juliet era of my life is hopefully finally over for good. I do feel like I came out of this situation a changed man. I regained the respect for myself that I had lost, and have a newfound sense of love for myself. Even if things don't work out with the new girl, but I really want them to, I'm not gonna wallow in sadness like I did with Juliet, because I now know that I will never waste my time crying over someone who has it in them to neglect me or treat me horribly like that ever again. They don't deserve my tears. That's the one good thing that she taught me. Thanks, then, Juliet. There's still some more stuff that I haven't said, like how Juliet has apparently begun spreading false accusations that I did something bad to her. I don't wanna say it, so you can fill in the blanks, but this post is already way too long. In all likelihood, this will be my last update, unless she continues to try and contact me and I wind up dragging her to court for stalking charges. Not sure about the process to do that, but I hopefully won't need to worry about that. Thank you guys for all your advice. Love you all. Redditor's reactions, story 2 after. Redditor 1, just take the evidence, screenshots, alt accounts, and get the row set against her now. Redditor 2, set the row up or order of protection against them both right now, yesterday, immediately, ASAP. Redditor 3, this really sounds like high school drama. Move forward in your life and grow personally and professionally. Op answer, high school drama. I don't know if I agree with that. Maybe in some aspects, but this feels way more intense than anything I ever went through in high school, and I did go through quite a lot there, too. There's even more stuff I haven't mentioned. Nevertheless, moving on is exactly what I'm doing. I just wanted to share her efforts she had been making to impede my efforts to do so. Redditor 4, I would suggest that you talk with lawyer because her allegations can come back and bite you. A cease and desist letter may be needed. Story 2, how do I help my friend 38M recover from cheating? Hey, I posted this on another sub and would like your unique perspective. I'm trying to help my friend 38M recover from infidelity. Looking for ideas to help him process and move forward. 2 years ago my friend found out that his girlfriend of 13+ years had been cheating on him. They broke up and he moved out. Ever since then he's been a broken shell of his former self. It feels like he's incapable of even trying to move forward. How do I help him? I think I initially ducked up by trying to push him to get back out there after few months. Our times out would end up with girls that were into him just telling me to take him home, he's just not ready. Over time he's still been stuck. I've tried to get him to work on himself, which he has. He just hasn't made that mental breakthrough yet. He's also a handsome guy. 6'2" and resembles a certain celebrity. Talking to my girl about him, all her friends were interested in him. With a few of the taken ones willing to risk it all for him. Socially he's bright, and engaging with excellent verbal skills. When we go out he's really good at engaging with people. Attracting women isn't an issue at all. It's his headspace once they get there. His confidence is gone. Last night he confessed that he's still struggling and still hurting. He's battling depression. His self-esteem and sense of self-worth are in the toilet. I'm not sure how to help him. He needs therapy, but it's not something I think he'll try right away. I think I have to nudge him slowly over time. In the meantime I need to figure out how to help him. Any suggestions are greatly appreciated. Update: how do I help my friend 38M recover from cheating? Hello all, keep holding each other up. I finally learned why it's been so hard on my friend during his recovery period. He shared the full story. He had caught her cheating 3 years before. They patched things up and reconciled, or so he thought. He noticed a weird number dialing her late one night and asked for a cop friend to check on it. It belonged to the AP 3 years prior. She also had a cheating app that hid messages, photo, etc. She never stopped cheating with the AP. He just cycled phone numbers periodically. Just ducking brutal. He's reading the books, Loser Cheater, Body Keeps Score, etc., and indulging his passions. Gym, and all that jazz. Things are headed in the right direction. He's committed to the best version of himself. Still no therapist other than nights at the sports bar, but we're getting there. I'm hoping he'll get tired of me bringing it to. Redditor's reactions. Redditor 1, what I did was I used martial arts as a form of therapy, and it's been brilliant. I was at the lowest point of my life 3 years ago. Wife had been having an affair. She also trashed my name around our small town, saying I was abusive and toxic, so that people didn't find out she had an affair. And she then threatened to tell people I was an abuser in court unless I let her move our 3 young kids 150 km away. I was at such a low, and hurting so bad, that I didn't have the will to make any effort in life anymore, so I signed up for a local full-contact martial arts club as a last-ditch effort to distract myself from the pain. I had never thrown a punch in my life prior to that. And it's changed my life: new friends, awesome road trips to tournaments, extreme fitness. I learned how to defend myself physically, and I'm just about to compete in my 6th national tournament this weekend. The best part about it is how great mentally it is. Having full-on sparring sessions once or twice a week is the best mental health fix I've ever had. It completely reboots you, and flushes out all the bad stuff that has been accumulating, and you feel so alive and free afterwards. Redditor 2, nice work being there for him. All you can do is to be vigilant, and when he starts dipping, you could literally get him out of the house trigger area to do something wholesome and distracting and steer him away from substances that can be abused. Otherwise, his healing is 99% up to his own efforts. Redditor 3, wow, that is a poop show of epic proportions. While it's not uncommon for them to continue to cheat during recon, to keep cheating for 3 straight years while allegedly in recon just blows my mind. Why be so dishonest? Why not just go with the AP? It looks like that is who she really loves. I guess it's cake eating, but no cake tastes that good. This is why people have to be careful about reconciliation so often. It's BLLS it. I think more than recon it's better to have at least a period of strict separation, at least a few months, because I just don't know how recon is possible when you're living together and doubting your spouse and wondering if the affair is still going on, when it so often is. If you're going to do recon, you really have to start off as fresh as you can and not try to dig your way through the swamp while you in it. Redditor 4, this is far worse. It is a false reconciliation, and intended by his wayward wife. Let me guess, he thinks he's too strong for therapy. Or something else there. Tell him some people go to therapy to deal with all the crazy people in their lives. It gives you great ways to cope. And his WW is crazy, right? Who the hell would do that to someone else? Op answer, she's not crazy, at least not outwardly. She's definitely got some inner demons to work out. Jesus, how do you look at yourself in the mirror every day? He's not against therapy, more so just saying I'll get to it and doesn't ever seem to get to it. I'm definitely pushing though, but he's a grown man. I think he'll get there eventually. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the story myself. He's just a super loyal dude, to a fault I guess. I think he knew every circle he was in would push him to leave. I don't think anyone know of the first D-Day.